this and trying to open by themselves so they can be independent and doing the things by themselves, and put it back on when they finish. So this is one of the examples that I like to use plastic, so because they have this, so they can just release by opening and close it. Now I know it's a little bit difficult to them to work with this type of material because they don't have a lot of not muscles. They're not used to open things, and they're going to need a little bit more of work. So before we start with this, guys, practice. If you can't open this, mommy and daddy observe. Tell them how to open, take it out, and close it again so they can do it by themselves. Okay? Open, just like this, and close. Now, if they're having a little bit of difficulty and they want to use both of their hands or trying to switch with the other hand, that's okay. They can do it because they need to feel comfortable by trying to open and close the bottle so they can work with the hand muscles. Okay, they need to practice their exercise with the movement fingers and the special claws, remember, so they can try to do everything. Okay, now I am going to use this one. It doesn't have a tap, so I'm going to work with this because it's so beautiful. I like this bottle so much. So what are we going to do? First of all, we are going to tell our child to put one of the objects inside however they want. Now, if you don't want to mix it, that's okay. You can put whatever you have at home. Just one by one, they need to do it. Okay? They need to have a lot of patience. If you have only beans, use the beans. If you have only corn, use the corn, or pasta, whatever you have. Just like that. It needs to be smaller. The ending of the bottle, it needs to be a little bit more smaller so it can fit. Okay, don't use something very big that doesn't fit to the bottom. Okay, and we're going to keep up doing this one by one of the objects, just like that. Now, what happens if your child decides to grab a bunch and put it? It's okay. They can do it grabbing just a little bunch and trying to put everything inside because they want to do it a little bit more faster. But it's okay. Just remind them that they need to be a little bit calm. They can do it like that, but they need to be very patient by dropping it slowly like this. I'm going to grab a bunch and I'm going to drop it slowly like this. Slowly. Let's do it again. Slowly. Okay? And keeping doing this activity, putting everything like that, and having a lot of fun. Now, what happens? I'm dropping a lot of these because Miss Gabi doesn't have a lot of coordination. So, what happens when they finish with this activity? Very simple. Let me fill up just a little bit more because this is so fun. Even for adults, it's like a nice game to have because you're practicing by grabbing small things and putting everything inside, just like that. Now, what happens if they fill all the objects inside of the bottle? Tell them to put it back inside of the cup, like this. Everything inside. Well, I just washed it, so it doesn't get outside. Just like that, okay? And we're going to continue working like that. Now, I have another activity that is going to be a little bit more dynamic for them so they can have a sequencing to work. Grab different objects. For example, let's grab a garbanzo, a bean, a corn. Let me grab a corn and a pasta. I'm going to grab those 4 objects, okay? What are we going to do? Well, first, let me take this out. There you go. Let's leave it there so they can dry. we're going to tell our child to follow the sequence of the objects that we have right here. We have a garbanzo, a bean, corn, and a pasta. So tell them to search inside of the pile that we have of different objects and tell them to follow the sequence. So they need to grab one garbanzo, trying to find a bean, a corn, and a pasta. Where's the pasta? There you go. And a pasta. I dropped two. And we're going to continue like that. A garbanzo, a bean, corn, pasta. And we're going to continue doing that activity until we wanted to, or they're just boring. Okay, just have 10. Don't abuse more than 10 minutes, because remember that all child under the age of 3, they don't everything is so fast. They want to change a different activity, they want to do something else. Now if you want to do something else, I can put you down below some ideas what to work with your child, different type of activities with material that you have at home, not to buy more things. Okay, well guys, now let's do our last activity so we can still work with our fine motor skills. Now guys, everybody grab your book. We're going to grab where is it? We're going to grab a resource book, and we're going to finish by tracing the numbers. Okay, we have our last 2 pages so we can finish all activities from all of our books. These are the 2 last pages so we can finish all our books. Okay, now for this activity, remember to grab different colors so we can have a little bit fun by tracing the number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if you can identify it. Let me draw the number so we can see if you can identify. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see if you can identify. Right here, we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, where is the number 5? Where's the number 5? Right here. Very good. Where's the number 2? Good job. Right here. Number 3. Next to the number 2. Number 1. Here. Number 4. Down here. Good job, guys. You're doing an excellent job by identifying the numbers. Now we're going to do the same thing. We identified. Now we need to practice our handwriting and tracing the numbers. So everybody grab different colors so we can trace it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to grab violet. I'm going to grab blue, dark blue. I'm going to grab the color green, pink, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yellow. I like the color yellow. So let me grab my tablet, just like that. Now I'm going to say goodbye to the bottle because we don't need it no more. And we're going to practice by tracing the numbers. Okay, oh sorry, this is not violet, this is magenta. So it's kind of like pink. Let's trace the number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1, just like that. Remember to always follow the arrow of the page, so because they're telling you how to make the line. Okay, trying to follow. Now let's do the number 2 with the color blue. Number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2. Now let's do the number 3 with the color Pink. Let's do the number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3. Just like that. Let's do the number 4 with the color yellow. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. And we're going to do the last number 5 with the color green. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Just like this. Huh? Did you like the activity, guys? Very good. Now remember to repeat this the same activity with the last page of the book. Okay? This is our last page, guys. Okay, so trying to do this one more time and have a lot of fun with mommy and daddy. Now remember, any activity that we do, we need to have a little pause so we can have a little break, okay? So we can enjoy a little bit about working, okay, guys? Now, every activity that we do, we need to have a little break from 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Depends of your child, about the distraction, about the objects, or probably the activity they're doing. If they don't want to work, make it a little bit more longer. Don't worry, but they need to finish their work from each of the that we are going to work, okay? Well, guys, that was all from today. I hope you're enjoying watching my videos. Have a lot of fun, and I hope to see you soon, okay, guys? Bye. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.